Hey, Mark McCluskey, Team Beachbody Coach here on Nathan Street in Hong Kong. No blue screen, green screen, it's real. Look, you know what's interesting? They still use scaffolding out of bamboo here. No pipes and stuff. All right, here's a question that I've been asked. How do I know how hard to work out? Is there a quantifiable way to measure how hard I'm working out? And the answer is yes. In this brief PowerPoint presentation, I'm going to teach you how to train more efficiently with better results. Okay, what are you going to need? You're going to need a heart rate monitor, or unless you've got really good hearing, then and you can hear your heartbeat while you're working out, then that'll be fine, but probably get a heart rate monitor. The key is, we're about to learn setting your target heart rate zone. So what is a target heart rate zone? Let's see how to figure that out. Okay, so let's start the PowerPoint presentation. We're going to start off with, bam, max heart rate. What is the max heart rate? We need to figure out what yours is, each person's. Well, we don't have to figure out what each person's is, you just have to figure out yours. So 220 minus your age is going to give you your 100% max. In this example, 220, fixed number, minus the age, variable, is going to give you 180, which is, for that 40-year-old person, 100% max heart rate would be 180. Okay, let's pull up the next slide. Aerobic. What is the aerobic range? The aerobic range is, can you read that? Oh, my fingers are covering it. 70 to 80%. So just take that number of your max, which was, you remember, and take 70 to 80%, which will give you your aerobic range. Now, what is the aerobic range? That's simply the range which you could go run for a long while, do yoga, but something that's sustainable over a fixed period of time. And finally, pulling up the last slide, we've got the big one, anaerobic. This is where most people are. It's very difficult, very difficult here. There we go. Anaerobic. We're going to use 80 to 90% to set our anaerobic range. That word anaerobic, without oxygen. Yes, you probably know that when you have no air after the end of your plyo. That's why they're only a minute long, because they are sprint distances, short distances. Short durations. So you would just simply take 80 to 90% of your max range, and that is going to be your anaerobic threshold or zone that you're going to work out in. Hey, let's take some questions from our viewers. Yeah. She just said something I didn't understand in Chinese. All right, hey, we have, hang on. We've got Chuck in Chengdu. He says, where do you get a heart rate monitor? Well, Chuck, they don't put them in cereal boxes anymore, but you can probably go to one of your sporting goods stores and pick one up there. I recommend Polar. Get a heart rate monitor with a strap that goes across your chest, and $60, ballpark price. Next one we have is Ben from Beijing. Ben says, hey, Coach Mark, how does this help me? Well, Ben, the great thing is that you've got a fixed performance that you're working in. You're working in your anaerobic threshold. Let's say the first week you start off, you are at 4 reps of an exercise, and 3 to 4 weeks later, you're still in that same zone that you're working at, but you may be at 5 to 7, maybe 8 or 9. So it's a way to measure your performance, plus there's no more of that, do I work out till I get sick? It's a smart, scientific way with greater recovery. We got a question from Susie in Singapore. She says, Mark, she just calls me Mark, not Coach Mark. Hey, Coach Mark, I added that. Hey, what happens if my heart rate goes above my zone? Great question, and that's typical as we begin working out with the new program. If your heart rate goes above that anaerobic range, slow down. If it's still above there, stop. Stay there until your target heart rate goes below the anaerobic range, whichever it is for your age, and then gradually get yourself back into it. Well, hey guys, I hope this answers some of your questions. If you need any more sightseeing destinations, guidance, or health tips, then give me a call. Bye-bye.